Buddy, welcome back. You're in LA right now, right?
Yes, sir.
What's the happenings in LA? What's got you out there?
Diego Pacheco.
Oh, I did not know that. You're training Diego?
Yeah,
Holy smokes. Who's he fighting next?
that I don't know. If I told you, I'd be lying to you, and I don't want to lie to you. I'm trying to find the light in here. Um,
You're all good.
so how you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm happy to have you. Actually, there's one specific thing I was gonna ask about, and I've been wanting to, talk about it forever, and it's cool that you joined me so I can ask you about it here. Or maybe not ask, but I was just gonna bring it up because the uh, the video that you had done, it was one where I don't remember what show it was with, but like the clip went viral, and it was obviously about like some of the challenges you had growing up. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. You know it. You're the one that did it, but I just wanted to say, and I mean this really sincerely, like that to me was. I'm gonna get like emotional. I'm telling you, when I watched it, I got emotional watching it, man. And the reason why is I'll say it like this, buddy, because to me, you're like the cool guy. You're the guy that keeps it together in the corner. Never an emotion. Never a moment where like your fighter would ever see any doubt in you. And I remember when you told me about that, it reminded me so much of like being a parent. It's so similar. Like you got to put on the front even when things are hard. And it was really cool to see you have a moment like that because then it was a reminder, I'm sure to a lot of other people, but like to me, that we're all human. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like we all have our tough things that we're dealing with, and it showed a side of you I never thought I would see. I mean it, man, but it meant a lot to see it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. It's tough, but it's such a reminder, man. And I hope that meant something to others like it did to me because it's like we all look at each other and we think that like, oh, this person's got it all figured out. Look, like Buddy's the coolest, the toughest, but like the truth is you're still human, man. You still got that part
Right.
that you're dealing with just like the rest of us.
That's true. You're right. You got a good point there.
Yeah, but I just wanted to say thanks, man. I mean, I don't know if that's the reason you did it, but to me, I just remember like I couldn't get over that. It was just
No,
something,
yeah,
man.
it's funny
It really
that the
was.
lady Michelle saw her the night before, and she says, "Buddy, I want you to be on my show." I says, "No problem." She says, "But it can be deep. So I'm going to ask deep questions." She says, "No, I'm not. I'm not worried about that. Ask whatever you want to ask." I said, "My question to you is, are you going to be ready? Depending on what you ask me, are you going to be ready for the response?" And she's like, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, no problem." So the next day I went and I met her, and it jumped off, and shit, she cried more than I did.
Yeah, yeah. Wow. It's funny too because I talked to Russ Amber like when that came out. I just happened to be talking to him, and I was like, "Did you know all that about Buddy?" And he goes, "No." I'm like, "You know Buddy pretty well." He goes, "Yeah." It was like it just happened to be her doing that interview. But have you ever talked about any of that stuff before?
No, I mean, I don't talk about it, but it's always on my mind, and I think that it will always be there for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? I mean, I had a lady reach out to me and says, "I can counsel you." You can't counsel me, baby. You know what I'm saying? You can't counsel me because all that helped me become who I am. It gave me that incentive. You know what I mean? And it made me to understand that a man should never put his hands on a woman, regardless of anything. And I will admit that I've had friends that I stopped talking to when they talk about they beat up their girlfriend or their wife. I look at them like, motherfucker, like, really? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, I can't fuck with you, man, because if you do that, to me, from my experiences, it's just not cool, especially if there's kids around. Kids never forget. No matter how old they get, they never forget. You know what I mean? And I tell people that, and they're like, "Oh man, the kid was young," but they don't forget shit like that, man. I mean, it stays with them forever. I don't give a fuck how much counseling you do. It's always gonna be on your mind.
Don't don't you feel like getting that off your chest? Listen, I'm not trying to make it a
Oh
therapy
no, no,
session. I
no, no.
swear to God.
Getting it off my
But
chest.
you know,
Getting it off my chest was, was a good thing. You know what I mean? But but it's always on my mind. And it's always going to be there forever. You know what I mean? It doesn't
yeah,
get me to the point where I get violent or I do dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? But it just like sometimes I could be watching TV, you can see a commercial or see something, and then bam, you know what I mean? It'll come in my mind. But it keeps me going though. You know what I'm saying? It keeps me on the right track. You
yeah.
know what I mean?
That's so. Isn't that crazy though? Because I know you have kids and you have grandkids, and the craziest thing is, not in a million years would I ever want anything like that. We try to protect them from everything, but it is crazy because the people that I've met who are so successful and driven, they have a chip on a shoulder. Isn't the right way to say it, but you all have something like there's some type of a like an obstacle that's built into you that wires you
Yeah.
differently. It's because like you said, you went through it, therefore you're able to be Buddy
Right.
McGirt. If you didn't go through it, and it makes sense too. Like you always say, like, hey, I did this boxing thing, and you always mention your mom. Like I did this for my mom. I wanted to give my mom something. Like that's such a heavy weight to carry. To think that you can really to try to fight to give your mom a better life is
Mhm.
it's not you're not the first boxer to have that story, but I feel for you and all the other fighters that had to carry that much pressure. That's a lot, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, definitely. I mean,
But now, yeah, my kid will have no, she'll have no gripes, she'll have no problems. Her life will be perfect, and she'll, maybe she'll be missing. I don't know. Maybe she'll miss that part that makes somebody
right.
into that. You know what I mean? Um, Anywho, man. But no, I wanted to say though, and I mean this, and maybe it doesn't make total sense, but thanks for like being able to be that person because
Thank
a
you.
regular guy like me, yeah, a regular guy like me sees that man, and it gives me like some grace to just like when things are so hard to just take a minute and be like, all right, it's tough,
Yeah.
because it's tough. It is tough, It's tough. You don't get that. You don't get those opportunities, and you feel that pressure to always be that person, man. It's hard. So I appreciate you. Thank you,
No
buddy.
problem. My pleasure, man.
Yeah. So you want to talk some
Let's
boxing?
go.
Let's talk Diego. Let's talk Diego Pacheco. Holy guacamole! I didn't know because I knew obviously. I swear to God, I had no idea. You said you were in LA, and I was like, you got 100 fighters. It could be anybody. How's he doing? How does he look? How's
I
working with him
mean,
going?
he looks very good. He has a ton of potential. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. He has a ton of potential, and you know, uh, he listens. He'll be a world champion.
Right on. What do you see when you start working with him? Without giving too much away, like what do you see as the biggest opportunity for him to work on to get to the next level?
I mean, uh, I just think it's about getting the right fights to prepare you for the next level. You know what I mean? Instead of jumping in with both feet, you want to be prepared. You know what I mean? So this is just, from the old school way of thinking. When you're building a guy up, you get him fights that's going to prepare him for guys that are going to put pressure, for guys that are going to box, guys that are awkward, guys going to make the fight ugly. You got to prepare for any and everything. This way, when you get there, you faced it at one time or another, and you're ready for it. You know what I mean? And sometimes you can see fights where a guy's doing his thing, but as soon as the other guy switches up and does something different, he's lost. Why? Because he's never experienced it. You know what I mean? So once you've experienced it, and you're faced with it again, you're able to adapt and do what you have to do.
Yeah, and the truth is, he hasn't had to. In everything I've seen of him, and it's not. It's a compliment to him. He hasn't had to like adapt at all.
Right.
He hasn't had to make really any adjustment. He's so dominating against like good level opposition, but like it's funny we're talking about this and the way that you're saying it because who is it? The Olympian, the heavyweight Olympian Torres was fighting in Egypt this
Yeah.
weekend against Frank Sanchez and just got clipped. I mean, just clipped with a veteran short hook. He was pulling out and he got clipped, and it's like now everybody's saying, "Oh, it was too much, too early." It was like they put him in too deep. I always wonder like when is it too much? Like how do you know if you're putting a guy in too heavy
The
too
thing
soon?
is this: I believe that you have to look at him in the gym, look at him in certain fights to see what gives him trouble, see who gives him trouble. An old trainer once told me, he goes, never put your guy in with a puncher unless it's for a lot of money or a world title. If it's not for a lot of money or a world title, don't put your guy in with a puncher because punches are always dangerous. And anybody over 200 pounds is dangerous.
Absolutely. Well, that's an old adage too, because the puncher, you're like putting all your chips on red. You're
Yeah,
putting them all on seven, because it just takes it hitting one time and you're out. Like it's such a risk to go in
yeah,
there with a puncher.
definitely. And if your guy's chin is suspect, you know what I mean, I don't think that every time the other guy throws a punch, you close your eyes because you don't want to.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know who you could find for a guy like Diego, where it's tough because he's kind of when I look at him, I feel like he's kind of there. He's kind of there. He's in the mix. I think you could talk about him with anybody at 168. I don't see anyone there who I'd be nervous about him going in
No,
with. But
no,
again,
I'm not nervous. I'm not nervous at all. I just I don't. To be honest, me myself, I don't even worry about who's in the division. My main thing is just to get
yeah,
him to do what he needs to do, and everything else will take care of itself.
right on. Um, how like how much of an adjustment do you feel like it was for him to come with a new trainer like you? Because I think he was with Jose Benavides for a while, so it's got to be a bit of a shift. Like, what was the biggest adjustment for him working with you?
I can't answer that question because when I work with a guy and if he's been with another trainer, I don't ask him anything about the other trainer. Won't
Yeah,
even talk about it. I mean, whatever happened between you guys. It's none of my business. You know what I mean? I'm just here to pick up where you left off and keep it moving.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
I hear you.
I don't question what did the other guy do or what did he kind of punch it. I don't get into all that. You know what I'm saying? My thing is I look at you, see what I got to work with, and let's put our heads together and handle our business.
So it's that concept of like day one, minute one, and move
Yeah,
forward from here. Whatever we have, this is the starting point.
exactly.
Right on. Um, I heard a good quote that some people probably, I don't know if people would like it or not, but Canelo said something that I loved. He said he's like nobody can give 100% all the time.
Who's,
It's like nobody can give 100% all the time. He
who
goes,
said that?
you can give
Who
100.
said that? Okay.
Canelo Alvarez. Yeah, so he goes, you can give 100% on a Monday. It's like the old joke, but he makes sense. He goes, you can give 100% on a Monday, and then by Tuesday, your body can give you 80%. He goes, and then by Wednesday, and he's a little older, so it probably is more so for him.
But you know he's right, but you got to find a way to make it happen.
Well, that's what he said. He goes, and he's like, being consistent is knowing if my body's only going to give me 60%, I'm going to get that 60%. So I think it's that idea of like, instead of going 100% and then going, oh, it hurts, I can't do this, I can't. It's like, no, what can you do to
So
like to do the work
you got to
today?
figure out a way to make it work. And it's hard to figure out a way when you got a motherfucker whooping your ass.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta go back to the corner and say, hey, man, we gotta switch tactics. Something's gotta work. We just gotta find a way to make it work, even if we gotta make it boring. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
because sometimes you get in the ring, you're not 100, you don't feel it. You might feel it in the dressing room, But that long walk from the dress room to the ring, a lot of shit can happen, man. You know what I mean? And and then you walk up them 3 steps up the stairs. You know what I mean? You could be like, like the crazy part about this game is we as fighters, we know when shit ain't right. And we're like, fuck. Like, I'm here now. I'm
Yeah.
at the dance. So now you got to figure out a way to make this shit work. And sometimes, you can and sometimes you can't. But it's just the roll of the dice and nothing you could do about it. You know what I mean? And if it's not your night, and then you could do. You got to take that ass. You got to
Yeah.
take that ass whooping like a man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Speaking of which, that's a good one. So there was. Did you have a chance to see the Dubois Wardley
I was
fight? It
there.
was like 2, 3
I
weeks
was
ago.
there.
You
I
were.
was there, and think. Well, I don't think I know the The difference in the fight was this: Dubois made one adjustment, just one. He made one adjustment, and when he made that one adjustment, Fabio didn't have an answer for. He made one adjustment, just one. I mean, can you tell me what that adjustment was?
He started stepping to his right to get away from the right hand
No.
when Wardley would throw the jab in the wing. You didn't? Okay. What?
No,
If
you know what he started doing?
I trust you.
He started doubling up on his jab to stop the right hand counter.
Ah,
He started using a double jab to stop the right hand counter. And then, after using a double jab, he just put a straight right hand with it. And Fabio was there for it every time, and now did not make one adjustment to that.
what adjustment should he have made if you were in his corner? What
You
would you
got to
have told him
stop
to
the
do?
double jab. You got to. You see, this is why people say to me, "Oh, buddy, you don't study the opponent." You know why I don't study the opponent? Because you study the opponent and you expect one thing, and then when the motherfucker don't do it, you know what I'm saying? When he don't do it, then what? You go back to the corner and everybody's got their thumb up their ass. Why? Because
Yeah.
we didn't prepare for this. But now, if you prepare for any and everything, when he's doubling the jab, you say, okay, now we got to take that double jab away from him. That didn't happen in the fight. That didn't happen at all in the fight. He kept getting hit with the double jab, and then the next thing you know, Dubois was putting a straight right hand with him, and he couldn't even see.
Yeah.
It was just that one adjustment he made that they didn't have an answer for. Why? Because they didn't prepare for it. But it goes back to what I say. If you prepare for any and everything, you can make adjustments as you go along. But if you don't, guess what? You're stuck with your finger up your ass. You know what I mean? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You're like a deer in the headlights. You got no answer.
How much is it him just going back to what worked? Because it worked twice. He had two really good knockdowns.
Okay,
The throwing the jab
but
and
now listen. You got the two knockdowns. You're going right hand crazy. The other guy's keeping his composure, and he's doubling the jab to stop the right hand counter. Because the guy threw a short one jab, he came over top. Wham. Second knockdown, same thing. Wham. After that, when the double jab started rolling in, there was no more right hand counters. Then he couldn't see. He's bleeding. So then Dubois started adding the straight right hand. You know what I mean? I really don't think Fabio threw more than 4 or 5 left hooks in that fight.
yeah, he got stuck on repeat. And the truth is, it was survival. And by the way, like tons of respect for him
Oh,
because
listen,
like the guy.
I love Fabio. I'm
Yeah.
friends with his managers. I love Fabio. I love him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I picked him to win. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought he was going to win. But once I saw Dubois doubling the jab and Fabio didn't have an answer, I knew that was it. I mean,
How do you
go ahead.
how do you as no I was gonna say how do you as like a true teacher of boxing, like how much do you love seeing Dubois make those adjustments, like especially after being knocked down two
It was
times?
great. He kept his composure. You know what I'm saying, and he went. That comes from experience. and he just started doubling his jab. And then once he seen that straight right hand was landing, he didn't stop. He just kept doing it. And it didn't help that Fabio couldn't see either. That didn't help. All that blood didn't help. You know what I mean? But he didn't make any adjustments, Fabio. He kept doing the same thing. You know what I mean? If he'd have made adjustments, then there probably would have been an answer to what Dubois was doing. But and each round, Dubois was getting braver and braver and braver. And I gotta say, Fabio, listen, that man showed nuts and guts for sure. Like he put it on the line. You know, he took some shots. You know what I mean? And it was a fight that most people probably be like, yo, fuck this. You know what I mean? But he
Yeah.
kept going to the end. So my hat's off to him. I mean, I would love to see the rematch.
Yeah, I would 100% and see. Does he like make the adjustments, and if so, does he make the adjustment to the adjustment? Because, like you said, it's not like he'll adjust and then all of a sudden Dubois is out of
Right.
tools. Dubois will just like that.
Right.
No, I loved it. I thought what they did. I'll say it like this: what they did was awesome for
Yeah.
boxing. For him to get up twice and bring it back, for Wardley to not let his will be broken was awesome for boxing. I really, really, really wish he would have been saved a round earlier. And I don't even think that's hindsight biased. It was,
No, he was taking. I can agree with you on that. And I don't know. I don't know which round it was. I don't know if it was between round 7 and 9. He got hit with a fucking right hand that he was, and he came back. But I personally think I don't know which round it was, but I think that they should have stopped it right then. He was in his corner, and he got hit with a right hand, man. And I was like, oh my god. And then he started coming back,
yeah,
but he was missing. He was trying, but he was missing. He wasn't effective. So at my personal opinion, at that point in the fight, you can't. It's basically it's over. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? It's over. So you say, okay, look here, man, that's it. We're gonna shut it down. Be mad at me, but we're gonna shut it down.
I totally agree. I was thinking of that the other day too. Someone was talking about how great these the older fighters were, and they were great. But they were saying they were great because they'd fight, like 20, 30 times a year. I mean, it was just outrageous. And it's like, yeah, it was awesome, but at the same time, like none of those guys came out okay. Not even close to okay,
Right.
And it's like if you want to see a guy have a good long career, you also got to know when like he's just being fed to the wolves. Like it's too much.
But when you got a guy that can punch sometimes, you're hoping that punch lands. But I would have told him, look, go out the next round and let it all hang out. If you don't get him, I'm jumping in the ring, stopping it. Go
Yeah.
for broke. Just go for broke. And if it don't happen, we pull a switch.
Yeah, and that incentivizes him too, right? Like it'll wait. Maybe it could wake something up inside of him to. I mean, I don't think at that point he was all heart, all go.
Man,
I
it
don't
was
think there was any
too
adjustment.
much heart. Too
Yeah,
much heart for his own good. But like I said, I love Fabio, you know what I mean? He's a great guy, you know what I mean? He's a hell of a fighter. I know him personally, and like I said, I picked him to win. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah. No, I mean, listen. At the end of the day, like we all talk about this all the time. You can lose and still be like the
Oh
shit.
yeah.
He lost. He lost, and he's still the
You see,
shit. Just
people
like
think people
Dubois has
think
lost.
because someone lost, oh, hey man, it's part of the sport that we in.
Yeah. Well, and look at what happened to Usyk. Everybody's and Usyk has been great up until his last fight. But guess what? Like fighters change, things happen. Like guys have better days. They sometimes they have their best fight. You don't know. Like and Dubois is the type of guy who will come out and beat the best in the division. He can do it. It can be done.
Yeah.
Like and maybe Wardley will be that guy too if he can make the adjustments. But like yeah, it drives me nuts when someone goes, "Well, this guy lost, so he's Ryan Garcia lost to Tank, so he's done." It's like, no, he's not. He
That
lost
comes from
one
people
fight.
who don't, the great late great Roger Mayweather said it best. They don't know shit about boxing.
Yeah. Oh man.
I mean, but yeah, but but other than that, man, I don't know if they got any big fights coming up. I mean, I know we got Pacheco, but is there any other big fights? I'm hoping they make that Shakur was somebody, man.
Yeah, well, he just signed with Zuffa. I don't know how that changes anything, if at all. I don't know if
Shakur
it's like
Stevenson
he can
signed
only.
with Zuffa.
Yeah, I might, unless that was fake
Oh
news, but
no.
I'm almost positive he signed. Yeah,
What?
yeah. Let me hold on. Let me do it. Let me do a fact check. I don't want to. Like,
What?
I can't be putting
Nah, don't
fake
don't do it.
news
No,
out
don't
there.
ruin my day. Don't do it. Don't check. Don't ruin my day.
Oh, why
Cause
not?
that'll ruin my day.
Why? Why does that one ruin your
Why the
day?
fuck would he sign with Zuffa?
Is finalizing. Well, he hasn't signed yet. It says he's finalizing. Look, the truth is the truth, buddy. we gotta face the music. He's finalizing a massive promotional deal with the Saudi-backed boxing promotion Zuffa Boxing. If finalized, Stevenson will headline major events alongside other high-profile fighters. I don't like it, and the only reason I don't like it is because I feel like this is just a new Cold War in boxing
Listen, that
that will
Zuffa
stop.
shit is a form of slavery. You cannot listen. I'm not like a rocket scientist, but if you have a company that says we want to get rid of the Muhammad Ali Act that protects the fighters, they want to get rid of the act that's protecting the fighter. So if you want to get rid of something that's protecting me, you letting me know right out the gate you're gonna fuck me. You letting me know right there, right out the gate, you're gonna fuck me. You know what I mean? And then you can't you can't wear no sponsorship on your fucking. You got to wear their uniforms. You can't wear no sponsorship on your shit. I'm saying. So they own you. To me, it's a form of slavery. You know what I mean?
I I just don't like it because I mean, listen, I'll play the devil's advocate. It looks like everyone that signed with them, Connor Ben made way more money than I think I would have ever thought he should make. But good for him. Like if they're gonna pay out, but like they're paying the big guys a lot of money. It looks like they're getting paid. I wonder if that's what do they call it? Like an introduction pricing. You know, the first guys make all the money, and now that they have all the stars, it's like, well, if you want to fight, you want to come here. Now they can decrease the pay. Now I'm talking out of my ass. I don't
Listen, they
know. I
can't they
know
can't
that.
keep giving everybody that kind of money. It's got to stop eventually. It's got to
Yeah,
stop
that's the other
eventually.
thing.
It's got to stop eventually.
That's the other thing I don't get too is it's weird. And now this is way above my pay grade and above my head. But like it seems like Turkey Al Sheikh is like putting on shows on DAZN, who's like the direct competitor of Zuffa, who he also pretty much like owns the whole thing. So I don't know like the jury's out for me. I've been watching this one, and I don't know what to make of it. Like who's on what side. I can't guess. You
Yeah,
know?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm saying I try not. I don't get involved. I just think that their laws are really fucked up in boxing, and for someone to really listen, I understand you want to make money, okay, but you know what I mean. You was making good money without them.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying you making good money without them, so I don't know, man. I don't know. Hey, it is what it is. I wish them all the best.
yeah. Hopefully it's good. I mean, listen, I'll be
No,
optimistic,
it's
but
not.
yeah, it's
I'm
it's
not
like
optimistic about it at all. You can't. How can you be optimistic about somebody that wants to kill? Their goal was to kill the law that protects fighters. How can you? How can you be optimistic about? You know what I'm saying?
you're saying. Ultimately, it's gonna come back to screwing the fighters over.
Yes, exactly, exactly. Oh,
But
oh, I made 20 million. Yeah, but they stole fucking 20 million from you. Now what?
but but also, buddy, like, what about I don't know, like how many times I know you've seen this. A promoter and a manager, so the whole Ali Act is supposed to be that like you can't promote and manage at the same time. But how many times have you seen a promoter and manager work together to make stuff work for them and the fighter comes out? Like that happens all the
It
time.
happens all the time. Yeah, but here's the difference. The Muhammad Ali Act. You know how much money is on the table.
Yeah.
I'm saying you know how much is on the table. With the Zuffa, with no Ali, you don't know how much money's on the table.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying if they're paying you 20 million, how much you think they're making?
So you're saying that the Ali Act has the transparency built into it, where you can see what the promoter's cut
No, you
is.
can see how much money's on the table. Like if there's 50 million on the table, you know there's 50 million on the table. Now,
Got it.
now they don't know now. That's my point.
That's what it is. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So you know, I mean I'm telling you, I want to pass this law so I can fuck you out of some money, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna sign
Yeah.
with you. Come on, man. And then for
I
them to pass it, to knock it down, I think it was a disgrace to the sport.
I okay. I'm coming back to your side of it. I didn't know that the finances became not transparent at that point, where you can't see how much is being like
Thank you. You
invested.
can't. Not only that, you can't even wear no sponsorship on your uniform.
Yeah, and that's how the UFC is, and where people go like, "Hey, they're because the UFC." And I could be wrong about this, and if I am, and someone's watching it, call me out. Like I'm open to all different information, but from what I understand, compared to like Major League Baseball, the NFL, hockey, like all the major sports, the athletes get the smallest cut in UFC compared to like the league. Like UFC's making crazy money, but the fighters are making a percentage of it, as opposed to like if you're an athlete in Major League Baseball or the NFL, you make a lot of the money that the team is making. Still, maybe it could be more, but you're still like you're getting like close to like the roster's getting like over 30-40% of it versus like 5%.
Hey man,
All right.
it's fucking. They're letting you know I'm gonna fuck you raw. But if you still want to come with us, come on. We're gonna pay you, but we're gonna give you a lot of money. But you're gonna get fucked. You're gonna start out making a lot, but
Yeah.
in the end, then you're gonna be like, wait a minute. But what happened to you're locked in, motherfucker? I'm saying,
Can I tell you what I'll tell you what I do like that's happening? Everyone's on DAZN now. All the other promoters moved to DAZN. So now I got a DAZN package and I get to see all the fights. I don't
that's
see the
the.
Paramount fights.
Listen, I don't know the guy's name. What's his name? Dana White. He
Yeah.
said Bob Ammer's been in the game X amount of years, and now he's not with anybody. Now he's with fucking the zone. Bob Ammer's trying to deal with the zone. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Listen, those old guys, listen, man, these old guys, these old promoters in the States, they might be enemies, but at the same time, when it comes time to shit like this, they do business together. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? They're not gonna let
100%.
nobody just come along and just push them out the game. They've been in the game too long.
They were smart. They were smart. I think it was a really smart idea. They all went to DAZN. Now it's like you can watch, like 90% of boxing with the DAZN subscription. Boom.
Exactly.
That's all I needed.
That's it. All right. So let's see what happens, man.
Um, so we were talking about that other card, Usyk, man. What
I didn't see.
you bet you know?
I didn't see the show.
Oh,
I didn't
really?
see it.
Oh man, boy, he was. I mean, I'm sure everyone's already told you, but like, yeah, he didn't. It was weird. It was like everything that made him great stopped happening. Like the angles, the footwork, the lightness on his feet to adjust. He was like in quicksand. He was totally stagnant. His reflexes were not that sharp where he could. I mean, this guy only had two professional fights, including this one. This was his second fight. He's a kickboxer. If you saw him, you wouldn't see him and go, "Wow, that guy looks impressive." He had a lot of heart. He was really tough, and he kept coming forward. But like, he overwhelmed Usyk for the whole fight, and it was crazy. Like, and I wonder, did Usyk? You think of him as a pretty professional guy. Like, did he not take it serious? Did he finally just get old? Like, he's almost 40. Like, what could have happened? It was
I didn't
crazy.
see.
It all went at
I didn't
once.
see the fight, so I can't comment on it.
Nah, can't get nothing out of you on that. That's fair though. You
I
can't.
didn't see
You
it, so
didn't see
I
it. You
really
can't talk.
couldn't. I can't say. I didn't see it, so I don't want to comment. And then something could have been wrong. Who knows? So I can't comment on it.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Mm.
Um. All right. Well,
Hey,
what's going on in
wasn't
boxing?
somebody supposed to join us?
I was trying to get Breadman, Stephen Edwards. The tough thing is he's on East Coast time, so right now while we're meeting, it's like 11 o'clock, and he gets home, and I wanted him to join. I thought you two together would have been like a really good show. Have you met him?
Yeah, oh, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I think him and you together talking boxing would have been like gold. Unfortunately, like you guys are tough. It's a tough thing to schedule you guys together because you guys have the craziest schedules on earth. You know?
They gotta make a living, man.
Yeah, you guys are. No, you guys hustle, but it's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, the fact you guys joined me, I'm just grateful that you guys make the time because I know you're all over the
Yeah, no
place.
problem, man. My pleasure.
I appreciate you, buddy. So what are you seeing in boxing? What are fights that you saw that you enjoyed? What are ones coming up that you're excited about? Like I'm bringing up the topics I like, but what do you see that you
I
want to talk
really,
about?
to be honest, I really don't know what fights are coming off. Oh, the Ennis,
Oh, Xander's eyes
yeah,
and
yeah.
Ennis.
That should be interesting for about 4 or 5 rounds, and I think Ennis is going to take over.
Yeah, I agree. He's so like universally accepted as like
Yeah,
just a very high bar of talent. And no offense to Xander, I mean he's been doing his thing, but I just don't think he has enough tools to offset a guy like Boots. And everyone I talk to says that's worked with Boots or been close to him says like his talent is just crazy. Like Breadman, obviously he says it's not because he's from Philly, but like he's huge on the guy and says like his punch variety and his ability to generate power is like
he can fight, man.
fantastic.
There's no ifs ands or buts about it. He can fight, man. Mm.
What do you think Xander's best shot is against
I
him?
just think that Xander has not fought no one uh, with that type of ability. Like I stated earlier in the show, you got to get prepared for guys like that. I don't. I'm not taking nothing from Xander. I think he's a heck of a fighter, but that's why I say the first 5 rounds is going to be, give and take. But after that, man, I just see the experience of Ennis just taking over. 'Cause I don't think Xander's fought anyone on that level.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, I agree. I really hope that they take the governor off of Boots after that because and it's not his fault because he's been trying to fight everybody. It looks like, but I would love to see him fight. He's ready. He's ready. He's been sitting for way too long, not fighting like some really good opposition, and
Right.
I think it's his time. Like they got to cut him loose and just like let him do his thing. He's gonna be great. He has the potential to be great.
Definitely. Definitely. No.
What is it? What would you say it is about Boots that makes him so high
He's just
level?
versatile, man. You know what I mean? He can box, punch, his defense is unbelievable. His focus. I just think that, like I said, for 5 rounds, it's going to be competitive. Then after that, I think once he steps on the gas, it's a wrap.
Yeah. What do you? So let me ask you this: who do you see? Because this is something I think about a lot. The big names in boxing are now starting to sort of like they're winding down, right? So you got Tyson Fury, Canelo, whoever. Who do you see being the guy to like take the throne in the next couple years, like the next 2 to 5 years?
That's interesting. I can't. That's an interesting question. I can't. That's a tough question to answer right there. Hmm. Tough question.
What what is it that you think makes it a really tough one?
Of course, like you have like some good guys now that what I mean that at the top. You know, but I think there's a lot of young talent coming up that's going to be stepping up soon. So I don't want to say anything and leave anybody out, or make anybody feel like because we got guys that are on the top right here now, but it's 2 or 3 fights from now they won't, they probably ride off into the sunset. Then you got the young talent coming up. You got a lot of young talent coming up. So, the next year or so should tell.
Yeah. I hope they can make the fights for Shakur because I'm thinking like I think it's his time
Oh
now.
yeah,
I
definitely.
think he's had the wins. You know, he carries himself well. I think he can handle like that attention because that's a huge part of it too. Canelo could handle the
Yeah,
attention. You know, Tyson Fury like basked in it. It's like to be like the star. It's one thing to be really good. It's another thing to be like a star. And I think I look at Shakur and I think he seems to have all
it's
the
definitely
pieces
his
to
time
be
now.
that
It's
guy.
definitely his time, without a doubt.
Yeah,
Mm.
for sure. For sure. All right, buddy. I don't want to keep you too
Uh,
long, man. Do you have anything else?
no, that's
Yeah,
cool.
I see you. I know.
That's cool, bro.
I know. It's what it's eight. It's eight in Cali, but you're on New York
Yeah, I'm
time
on
for
there.
sure, right?
Definitely, definitely.
I see it. I see it.
All
Well, I'll let you go, buddy. I appreciate your time, man. Thank you as always.
right.
It's always a pleasure, man. And I'm always grateful to have time to talk to you. So thank you
All
so
right.
much,
Take
brother.
care, champ. Be good.
You
Bye
too.
bye.
Thank you, sir.